Facebook, all of that. On Garda Síochána is planning a clamp down on cars that are fitted with tinted windows and loud exhaust. And the argument the guy had a few moments ago was that the loud exhaust, I should say, were keeping him up late at night. And we're joined on the phone now by Cronin. Good evening to you, Cronin.
Hello.
You're from the Midnight Club, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. It's a modified car club that it was founded 4 years ago, and it's kind of grown to over 10,000 members. So it's a fair good gathering.
10,000 boy racers and girl racers.
I wouldn't use that word. No, it's more like modified car enthusiasts would be what we more term.
Alright, look, I'll just read out this to you. On Garda Síochána is planning a clampdown on cars that are fitted with tinted windows and loud exhaust. If caught with exhaust or tinted windows that exceed the legal limits, motorists will be warned by Garda Síochána to put their vehicles right, which is fair enough, you're given a chance. If these warnings are ignored, however, motorists convicted in court can face fines up to $2,500 or a possible 3 months in prison. What do you make of that? We're talking to a guy a few moments ago. Now, you're not in the Galway area, you're in Limerick at the moment, are you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
We're talking to a guy at the minute, a couple of moments ago. He reckoned that loud exhausts were keeping him up at night and all that kind of thing. You know, that's why he wanted to, he was on the side of Garda Síochána here. But
well, that was something that is not kind of contained just to the Galway side. It seems to be the national newspapers a lot.
Yeah.
To be honest, the law itself it's kind of a good thing for us really, because before there was a law that basically left it up to the Gardaí to determine how loud an exhaust was, or how basically tinted windows were all illegal, all this kind of thing. And that was actually the Construction Equipment and Use of Vehicles Act. And basically last year in June they brought in it was an EU directive. Basically this whole law isn't just for Ireland or anything like that. It was brought in EU wide. It was in June last year, and it basically puts a level on how loud a car's exhaust can be. Now for a passenger vehicle, let's say a car with less than 9 seats, you're allowed 74 decibels. That's measured basically by they have decibel meters that they're actually put out for tender recently enough that they're looking for, and they're looking for training. And to be honest, this is a good thing for real genuine car enthusiasts, because first of all, before everybody was being subjugated and tarred with the one brush, and now at least it gives us the chance to show, look, we're not actually boy racers, we're not tearing around the place, our exhausts aren't exceeding any legal limit. And this is just for normal cars. This was brought in, the 74 decibel limit. Some of the cars that people that I know and that are members of the club can have 3-litre engines, and they're brought in from other countries, and they have to be kind of brought in along, let's say, the same as a passenger vehicle like a Ford Focus or something that your family might have. So I mean, we have to, it really does set a standard for us that we can adhere to, and we can say, look, now here we are, our exhausts are under the legal limit, we're not boy racers.
So you're absolutely delighted.
Oh, yeah, I'm delighted that people can't just come along and say everybody is the same. Now everybody is you're either under the limit or you're above the limit. If you're above the limit, if they are genuine in saying that they will give us a chance to rectify the exhaust, some lads could genuinely, or ladies for that matter, could genuinely have an exhaust that they're not aware of that is over the legal limit.
So, like, if Garda Síochána get this equipment that will enable them to conduct roadside exhaust noise level and glass tint tests on cars, basically what you're kind of saying is they can't really call anyone a boy racer then after that, can they?
Well, it's kind of, I don't agree that just because you have, let's say, tinted windows, you're a boy racer. I mean, some people could be handed a car by their parents. It could be a 1-litre Corsa, let's say, just taking the worst example. Let's say, they've been working in the good times. I don't know how this, the downturn's going to affect this, but basically in the good times, they would have had money. They were working summer jobs. They would have just put a big set of wheels and a big exhaust on a car, and that's what I would determine being a boy racer's car or a girl racer's car, if you get me. I mean, some people could genuinely have a real interest, and they were all being brought in under the same thing. So I think it is a good thing for us. I think that we can stand up now and be counted with everybody else and say, look, we're here now and we're underneath the limit that is imposed by the Gardaí, and what can you say about that now?
Perfect. Look, I think we've opened a can of worms here anyway. Like, I just brushed on this topic there at the top of the hour, and the whole tech service and everything went a little bit crazy. So that's why we asked you to get in touch with us this evening. On a good note though, we were contacted last week on the show about a drive you done, a charity drive.
That's right, yeah. I was just about to try and squeeze that in before I was to go. Basically, there was a group of 20 modified car enthusiasts. Now, the Gardaí and all were informed about this, and they thought it was a great idea. They even gave some of the lads escorts around the towns, and they collected money, and as far as it's still being counted at the moment, and by all accounts, we're looking at over 10 grand was raised for Cronin Children's Hospital. And that's not the only thing we've done. I mean, for the last couple of years, we've done for Milford Hospice in Limerick. We've done 2 show and shine car shows, and we've raised over €1,000 each for those. And I mean, how could you call people buy racers if they're standing out at the side of the road trying to get money for people that are actually in need of it? And also that if somebody was a buy racer and the guards were after them, surely they wouldn't be standing out in the road bringing attention to themselves, basically.
Brilliant. That's perfect. Thanks a million, Cronin.
No problem. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a million. That's Cronin from the midnightclub.ie, and it's a website for, as he says himself, car enthusiasts. So there you go. That's a story by Carol Connolly and Garda Síochána Slan McClamptown on cars that are fitted with tinted windows and loud exhaust. And there you go. He's one of the co-founders from the Midnight Club. You can't get any higher than that, and he's absolutely delighted.